Good morning. Thank you for joining today. We'd like to give an overview of what is going on with your SBA 504 loan. My name's Elaine Fairman. I'm the director at Business Expansion Funding Corporation. We're a certified development company and also a CDFI. And I'll give you a little bit more information on BEFCOR in just a minute, but I did want to extend a hearty welcome to you and let you know that we're very, very honored to service your SBA 504 loan. When we learned a few months ago that self-help would be exiting the 504 industry, we very quickly raised our hands and notified SBA and self-help that we were interested in serving their clients and their small businesses. To be honest with you, I worked for 5 years at self-help before I came to BEFCOR and was familiar with the wonderful organization that they are. And so when we learned that they were not going to be in the 504 program anymore, we really wanted to assist their borrowers. And so we reached out and asked SBA for permission to participate in servicing your loan. And we really appreciate the opportunity to serve you. So our team, our servicing team, we're an organization of about 20 employees. I'm the executive director. I've just celebrated my 10th anniversary with self-help. My first SBA loan was made in 1987. My entire career has been in SBA financing and assisting small businesses. And it has been my life work to work in this industry. And I love what I do. I've worked on the front lines in packaging and processing. I've worked in closing and servicing and in working in other economic development loan programs as well. Heather, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Heather Newgreen, and I'm the portfolio manager here at BEFCOR. I have just celebrated my 15-year anniversary here, and I am responsible for the oversight of the portfolio, as well as any higher level actions needed, such as subordinations, guarantor releases, things like that. I handle all of our in-house liquidations, and I work alongside SBA with those. And next, I want to introduce Rhonda Moser. Rhonda, I'm sorry, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Hi, my name is Rhonda Moser. I'm the portfolio specialist. I've been in servicing at BEFCOR for 5 years. I handle all of the file documentation, such as requesting updated insurance, requesting federal tax returns, which would include your EPC, your OC, any UCC continuations, life insurance, or any ACH changes that you may have, and also any other questions that you may have regarding your loan. Please feel free to email me. Thank you.
Awesome. So let me tell you just a little bit about BEFCOR. As I mentioned earlier, we are a certified development company, just like self-help, and we have been serving North Carolina for 40 years. We have always been a nonprofit, again, just like self-help, and we've been making 504 loans for 40 years in the state of North Carolina. Our staff is 19 team members. We're spread across the state. We're headquartered in Charlotte, and many of our closing and servicing team members are located here in Charlotte, but we serve the entire state. We have a business development officer in the Raleigh area. We have someone in New Bern and in other parts of the state as well. We're very committed to the SBA 504 program. For the last dozen years, we've led the state in the number of new loans produced each year. So for 12 years, we've produced more 504 loans than anyone else in North Carolina. So that will hopefully give you an idea of just how committed we are to the program and to helping small businesses. It's interesting, a lot of competitors in various industries do not have good relationships with their competitors. That's not true in North Carolina. I think in North Carolina, we have always respected our competitors and worked together collaboratively to help the industry and to help small businesses. Even in situations where there was a business for some reason that we could not assist, we would call self-help and say, hey, for some reason we cannot get this loan processed. Are you interested in helping this borrower? And they have had the same relationship with us. It's been very collaborative. We have always worked together, had mutual respect for each other, and also for the other North Carolina-based CDC, Carolina Business Capital. So while competitors, we were really collaborators. We were very like-minded, have always been very like-minded in our support of small businesses and in reaching out to try to make a difference in communities. And that's something that I've felt very blessed about. And I really was sad to see self-help leave the industry, but I completely understand why that was necessary for their organization. But I just wanted you to know that we have worked with them and have shared core values and goals for years and years. And so we too are sad that they are out of the 504 industry, but again, very, very pleased to pick up the opportunity to help their borrowers and to commit to providing the same service that they have provided in the past. We are different in that we don't have a credit union, but we do run other small business loan programs similar to self-help. And again, we work collaboratively with them. In the future, their credit union will be a third-party lender on some of our 504 loans, and that synergy that exists in the state will continue. So very similar in some ways to self-help, and different in other ways. But the bottom line is we are very committed to the 504 industry. We are very committed to small businesses, and we are really, really happy to be able to service a portion of their portfolio since they have left the industry. And I'd like for Heather to give you some information on what you can expect going forward.
Thank you so much, Elaine. So you won't see a whole lot of differences between self-help and BEFCOR as far as the servicing of your files go. Below is a list of items that we're sure self-help asked you for on an annual basis. And right next to it is the list of things BEFCOR will ask you for on an annual basis. And you'll see there's no difference at all. The standard things that we need to keep your file in compliance, such as tax returns, insurance, your UCCs, things like that, are really no different from self-help. And that's because those are set out, the guidelines are set out by the SBA. So you won't see a difference in the way that your loans are serviced. I will say that communication is essential for us, and we encourage you to call us, to email us anytime you have any questions or concerns about your loan. Our relationship with you is as important as self-help relationship with you, and we want to make sure that that does not change. So the biggest question we've received since this merger is, what do you do now? And the answer is absolutely nothing. There is nothing that you need to do. Everything is happening behind the scenes. If you do have a change in your bank account, if you're looking at changing your first lien holder, things like that, we do ask that you reach out to us so that we can help you move forward with those changes. But for the most part, there is absolutely nothing that you'll need to do except sit back and watch this change fold in front of you that we will handle in-house. We want you to remember that self-help did not sell your loan. They did not hand this loan off after years and years of service to you without thinking hard about it. They closed their 504 program. As Elaine said, they exited the industry. It was a difficult decision for them to make, as I know that they've made you aware. And we were so excited to have the opportunity to service your portfolio in their absence. But I just want to be clear that there was no sale happening, and self-help did not do this with a light heart. It was something that a lot of thought went into. BEFCOR is your new best resource for anything SBA related. So we encourage you to bring your questions and concerns to us. rather than reaching out to your banker, who is a wonderful partner, but probably not the most up to date on SBA the way that BEFCOR will be and the way that self-help used to be for you. So any questions that you would have normally brought to self-help about your SBA loan, please do bring those to us, whether it's about your existing loan, a new loan, or just the SBA program in general. If we don't have an answer for you, we will find the person within SBA to get that answer for you. Your SBA requirements are the same as we discussed a few slides ago. Whether self-help services your loan, BEFCOR, it doesn't matter. Like I said, these are compliance mandates put out by the SBA. And so we are required to follow their rules, and they should be the same across all the industry. Our annual servicing requirements are your tax returns for your operating company and your real estate holding company. Those will come directly to us either from you or your CPA. Rhonda will request those a couple times throughout the year if we don't have those. The insurance information that we have which protects our collateral, we try to handle that without bringing you in. Initially, we may need your help transferring from the mortgagee clause from self-help to BEFCOR. So please be on the lookout for that and help if you're able to. It definitely makes Rhonda's life a little bit easier when there's communication between you and your agent. We will monitor that your property taxes are paid. We use a service for that, so you will not need to do anything, but you will get a friendly email from us if we see that your taxes have not been paid, and just to see if there's anything we can do to help you with that relationship. And then, of course, the job creation. If you have already been funded for 2 years, then you already know about this. And if you have not yet been funded for 2 years, then you'll hear from us soon to obtain that creation information. We ask that you be patient with us as we prepare our in-house to service you and to take care of you. Currently, our portfolio team services about 600 SBA 504 loans, and that includes yours now. And then we have an additional 300 CDFI loans. So between Rhonda and I, we handle those 900 relationships, and we don't always have the ability to answer phone calls when our phone rings or emails right away, but we do try to return all phone calls and emails by the end of the day. So if you'll just be patient with us, we would appreciate that, and we will get back to you as soon as we're able to do that. We are still in the process of gaining access to your files. There's a little bit of IT hiccups that can be expected during something like this. And we are working hard to get those issues fixed, and we should have access to that soon. We do have access to your online account. So if you are able to provide us with a loan number, we can look anything up for you. We just don't have access to the accounts that self-help held yet. The best way to reach us is by email. We spend a lot of time on the phone. And so if you can send us an email, we'll see it pop up. We can generally respond pretty quickly. And like I said, we will do our best to return all of our messages by the end of the day. So that's all that I have. If you have any questions, we would encourage those in the chat box. And I just want to reiterate again that communication is essential, and we look forward to serving your business, and we look forward to answering any questions that you might have. Elaine, did you want to offer any closing remarks?
Just that we really do appreciate the opportunity to work with you. And as we mentioned earlier, we are a resource. When small businesses face challenges or they're growing, they will call and say, hey, I'm going to need to add some new equipment. And sometimes we will help them in getting financing for growth whenever a business wants to add another building or add some additional machinery and equipment. We also have other loan programs in addition to 504. And so as your business changes and as you go through different cycles, let us know what you need and if we can assist. We're also really good with helping businesses that need some financial planning or need some other sort of assistance for cash flow, that sort of thing. We can provide you with reputable, oftentimes free resources to help guide you and get you through any changes in your business. And sometimes we're aware of programs for businesses that are trying to get government contracts or businesses that are interested in a leadership program or some sort of strategic growth, we are aware of all sorts of free programs that are out there to assist businesses as they grow and mature and go through the different cycles. We know that the possibility of recession raises questions for some businesses. And so we just want to make sure that you know that we are here with resources. We're here with energy and commitment and dedication for your business. And so you can rely on us throughout the process. We're not just an organization that distributes or works with collecting payments and meeting the SBA requirements, although that's a big part of what we do. We are also your partner and very happy to be able to work with your business. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Okay, well, I think that is a wrap, and we appreciate you being on. And if you have any questions at all, please give Rhonda or I a call. Thank you so much, and we hope you have a great day.